Hello everyone. Welcome back for another Anything Goes Saturday. This month I'm focusing on one sheet wonders to give you some ideas for how to use your 6x6 paper. Today I am using the Denim and Daisies paper from Not Too Shabby. This was the July paper pad. I can't wait to get August. It's all about fall, so I'm anxious for that. So we're going to start by cutting the paper first. If your paper has a direction, keep that in mind. This is the top, so when I first cut at 4 inches, I'm going to cut this way so my pieces are right side up. Then I'm going to take that large piece and I'm going to cut it in half at 3 inches. And I'm going to do one side with this and one side with this. So I'm going to set that aside like that. This piece we are then going to cut at 1 inch. All right. And then I'm going to cut it at 2 inches. All right. That goes there. And I'm keeping it in order to the side. And that goes there. And we have our paper cut and are ready to do our card. So let me grab my supplies. Okay, I'm back. I pulled out a sentiment that I'm going to use. I have my paper cut and I flipped it. This one I'm going to use the houses and the back side, and I'm going to pair it with orange. This one I am using the blob, I don't know how else to describe it, watercolor, clouds, whatever, and pair it with the houses. With that, I have my paper for my sentiments. From the ephemera die cuts, I'm going to use these 2 pieces for it, and they're the Denim and Daisies die cuts. And I have my ink. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to stamp my sentiment. And I'm going rogue here and hope that it's on there straight. Yes. Okay. I do this. I live dangerously. Oh, that one's a little crooked. All right, let me try it again. The one side's up a little too high. There. Yeah, this isn't on there straight, but I'm not going to worry about it at this point. All right, so I've got my sentiments. I'm going to set those aside. It's a handmade card. I thought I had laid it flat, but maybe I didn't. All right, let's put this card together. And the first thing I have to do is get my tape. Okay, I'm back. I have my... This has a glossy finish to it. I probably should use glue on it. All right, now, you saw me cut this in the sizes. My mats are 1/4 of an inch larger, and I really don't like that. Hang on, I'm gonna cut these down. Okay, I like this better. All right, now these pieces are gonna go on here. So let me get these on, and we can get our card put together. All right. Okay. And when I put this under or on it, however I do it, I have to be conscious of the fact that buildings have to go the right side up. All right, so let's get this one card put together real quick, and then we can do the other card the same way. All right, here's this. All right. Now, the first thing I'm going to do is this piece goes underneath here, but I have to be careful that it doesn't go. So what I'm going to do is I can't have it too far over. So this piece goes on like so. I'll pull it down some, I think. Well, it doesn't really matter right now. Then I'm going to pick this up and put that down and just kind of straighten it. All right, now this piece goes on, and I've got to decide. Well, this one's going to be done differently because I cut it the wrong way. I'm going to put this one in here because it'll show up. So this one's going to go on here. All right, so one will be portrait and one will be landscape. So I'll show you how to do it. All right, let me go ahead and put this on. All right. And I'm centering it as best I can, side to side, top to bottom. This piece goes on and it's even with this side, but it overlaps. All right, so let me kind of line up the sides, and I'm trying to make my bottom even, but I think it's a little more. I'm going to put this on here, so let me grab some foam adhesives. There. Take my backs off. All right, and that one went flying way over there, so I'm going to grab it real quick. All right, and this is going to go here, and then I'm going to take my sentiment, and I'm going to cut it at an angle on both ends, like so. And then because I want it to show up, I'm going to take my ink pad, and I'm going to tap this in, and it adds just a tiny bit. You can't really see it. There you can. Just a little bit. I'm not tapping hard because I don't want too much. There. And see, that just gives it a little bit of color to make it stand out. Let me do this again. And you can keep doing this till you get it the way you want. Okay, so there's that one. And I think I'm going to put that up there, and I'm going to put it on with dimensionals. I'm going to take my small ones here and put them across here, like so. Take my backs off. All right. And I'm gonna put it right about there. And that looks crooked. I think it is. I've got to... Oh, darn. I have ink on my fingers. Well, pooh. Let me try my sand eraser and see if I can get it off. It's not too dark. And the piece that caused the problem is still there. Well, I got it. I'm going to take my scissors. Got it that time. It's not as... Well, look at that. Oh my gosh. I have no clue what's going on here. Hang on. Now I got to get the bottom of that one. I don't know if my ink wasn't dry. Look at it. You know, I may need to just put it on a whole new card base. I think I will. I'll change it out later. But there's the first card. Now I've got to do the second card and hope and pray I don't make a mess. All right, so there's that. I don't know where that came from. I don't see it on my fingers. That might not have been dry. So, all right. Yeah, it's not on my fingers. I'm going to do this so it has a chance to dry first. Okay, since the layout was different, I did shift it down so I could put my sentiment at the top. I also heat set that so that I wouldn't get the ink all over it like I did on this one. I will fix it before I post it on my blog. So there's today's one sheet wonder. Thanks for joining me. Have a super Saturday. Bye.